Practice is going on fine, as you say. That is what, your commitment and sincerity helps you to write. And I appreciate that. So let us take this week was probably a little worse than the last. Tension is still fluctuating and is fine at the time of writing. Yes, writing demands contemplation. It's a very subtle thing that you have noticed. Every time we write, the mind becomes contemplative and reflective, but go down periodically throughout the day. Why it goes down? Remain in that contemplative mood. Life becomes easy. You're doing great. I'm also noticing difficulties in applying the concept I write about to my experiences. Yes, I listened to the recording for most of my practices this week. You did very good. But I'm also trying to do some sessions without recording. It's okay. Just lying down, sitting, doing nothing. Yes. Maintain that state of doing nothing. What is that doing nothing? It is a sky. When you are doing something, it is a cloud. Sorry. Your seeing perception is already very clear. You have the metaphors, the ethics, the non-doer vision. Everything is fine the way you have written, all aligned. Pain point, very pain point you named is not understanding. You have to stabilize it. You are moving into a deeper level. Let us see what is happening in the life of a seeker. What you have written is a classic. Insight is present. That knowledge is present. What is happening? Identification with the actor reasserts itself in a strong situation. So what happens? Knowledge keeps sitting inside the head. It does not go down. This does not mean failure. I'll give you an example. It means seeing now needs to be repeatedly brought into direct experience from moment to moment. Like returning again and again. What I say, what I have said, I have a pain point. That pain point is a cloud. Sky does not have a pain. It is all pervading. It does not change. Use the metaphor. So I'm the sky. Yes, I'm the sky. I'm the sky, not the cloud. No, there is a pain in the body. Yes, it is a cloud. But I'm the sky. I'm not the body. I'm frustrated. It is an experience in the mind. It is a cloud. Say at that moment, you are missing that moment. It is not understanding, you are understanding. But the stabilizing factor is missing. And the stabilizing factor comes by contemplation and reflection. Fluctuation of attention is expected as a conditioning unwinds. Very noticing of fluctuation is already the sky knowing its clouds. I know this. AI recorder. So I know this. So who is conscious? I or the cloud? I or this AI recorder? I am conscious. So I'm the sky. This is separate. Whatever I know, I am frustrated, I know. It's a cloud. I'm in pain, that is cloud. I know, that consciousness never changes. We are using the metaphor correctly, but you have to settle here, not here. Emotional intensity does not disprove realization. Many practitioners report that the strong emotions simply reveal where subtle identification still hides. You have to, you see, you are already doing wonderful inquiry and writing it. The next step might actually be simplification. During the day, maybe 10 to 20 seconds, pause and sense. Where is this I? Is this I outside whatever I experience, or that I is different and separate from all my experiences, good, bad, high, low. All experiences taking place in the mind, they are clouds. Let there be more feeling than thinking. You just become aware. You see the waves in the water. The feeling is that all is water. Instead of carrying the whole constellation, sky, light, screen, ocean, choose one image in the morning and let that be the only point you lived that day. One day you lived the sky, clouds, skies, clouds, sky. I'm the sky, I'm the consciousness. The rest is the cloud. What are the clouds? My painful experiences, my frustration, my pleasure. My mind says cute and beautiful girl. Look at this mirror. Mirror is here. Sun is reflecting into the mirror. Now I put the mirror here. Sun is reflecting here. Why do you feel the sun is moving? Reflected sun is moving. That sun is not moving. That sun is as it is. That sky is as it is. So you put the mirror here, you see the sky here. You put the mirror here, you see the sky here. Does it mean the sky is moving? Consciousness, I cannot move. Why I have been explaining this? Pay attention. There is a subtle new story trying to form in your mind. What is that story? Pay attention. This week was little worse and I am not applying what I know. This is cloud. Why to worry? This is a thought coming from the mind. That story itself is just another cloud in the same sky. You identified it with this thought, and you are saying, I am frustrated, little worse. When I am failing at living this, notice the content of the mind, the thought wave, not the ocean. This is just a thought wave. And the moment, I can bet you, the moment you are aware in that particular moment, your frustration is gone. That idea that you have been This week was little worse, is it gone? Because that consciousness does not change. So now that identification is broken and you're there. I need not to correct it mentally. I need to be aware. I need to redirect my attention to who is conscious of the pain, who is conscious of this thought. This week was little worse. Thought is matter. I am conscious. Are you getting it? Horror movie going on, romantic movies going on, James Bond movies going on, but the screen does not change. I'm the screen. You simply say, you have to contemplate and reflect. I'm the screen, I'm the sky. How dare I, it can be little worse for me. It is a thought. I'm into anxiety, it is a thought. I'm not a thought. This week is little worse, this is the thought, this is not me. Then who am I? Ask yourself, unconscious. Is the consciousness changing? No, it is as it is. I'm not the actor. And you will find you are there. Practice is good, sincerity, commitment is good, understanding is clear. What I said, understanding is clear, stabilizing is not happening. Yes, it because of the past impressions, because of other 8 factors which I talked about. Any factor, sometimes I get identified with the body, sometimes with the mind and the thought, sometimes with the emotion and feeling, sometimes with the past impressions. That distracts my mind and I forget it. Just 20 minutes ago, there was some heaviness in the head. So I said, heaviness in the head, is heaviness in me? No, it is in the head. So I reflected on it, closed my eyes for 30 seconds, and heaviness is gone. Why? Because I'm consciousness. Consciousness has no property of heaviness. It does not change. So I reminder. That reminder is contemplation. That will take you to another level. Just close your eyes and see. We will do that understanding. Close your eyes. Eyes are closed. Just place, position, and posture. Posture is just a somatic switch. I'm saying aware of place, position, and posture. Aware of. So now I see aware plus experience of place, position, and posture. They are the 2 things. When they become one, then we identify, and then when we identify, we miss. Or I can say, I am aware plus experience of place, position, and posture. We are reflecting in our meditation practice. That is what you need to do. Like fixing a lamp on a steady stand so the flame does not flicker with every breeze. Like fixing a lamp on a steady stand, fixing a body on a steady stand so that my reflected consciousness does not flicker with every thought. So, to use place, position, and posture as a deliberate pattern, break that identification and shifts from default mind to your contemplating mind. That is why we are doing the first step. I believe your commitment, and based on that, you're reflecting. In place, position, and posture is already there. You are reflecting. Place, position, and posture pertains to the body. It is an experience that I experience. I am aware. I am consciousness, place, position, and body. Like I told you, fixing a lamp on a steady stand so the flame does not flicker. What means the eye recognize that sky does not flicker. Choose a stable seat. That is why we say choose a stable seat. Align the spine, shoulders in the jaw. Rest hands easily and keep the body relatively still. So when the body is restless, it simply means the mind continuously flickers. It's nature. But when the body is grounded, awareness can shine without constant disturbance. That is the real definition of posture and asana. We say, Sthir Sukham Asanam means relaxed and poised position of the body is asana. Don't go by the advanced postures and few postures. No, any posture, any place, position, and posture where you experience at ease and poised. And that I converted into place, position, and posture to make you understand easily. Sit, whether you are sitting on a chair or cushion, feet, in an uncluttered place. So it is your reflection. It is the knowledge in the mind. For this period of meditation, I let the body be steady stand for awareness. That is your reflection point. So the moment you have, your mind says, no, this week is the worst. Okay, turn to your place, position, and posture. Don't start stretching that thought. No, this is only a thought. So that your inner work can begin with a simple physical adjustment. Somatic stability. Why is somatic stability? It facilitates the mental discernment. You are not bypassing the body. You are simply dropping that identification. So anytime next week you have any moment of disturbances in the mind, You start with the body, not with the thoughts. Leave the thought, this week has been worse, or leave the thought, return. Because scattered posture fuels scattered mind. Grounding posture gives an immediate, accessible entry into the steadiness. Once the lamp is steady, attention can safely move inside to explore the field of sensation without being constantly pulled outward. That is why we start with the place, position, and posture. The second we said, you already remember being comfortable. So we are reflecting. So you need to reflect on your own, and when you write it, you will find you are easily there just by reflection. It's not a problem of understanding, problem of stabilizing. So we have a pilgrimage through the body, how we change the direction of the mind from outside to inside. So it is moving outside to inside is like slowly walking through a garden, noticing sunlight, breeze, fragrance, without trying to change anything. Yes, I know and you understand that metaphor. So like, slowly means gently, means with awareness and attention. With awareness, you move the mind on the skin of the body from the top to the toes and top to the toes. And then what you experience? Sensation, comfort, and steadiness. You did nothing. That is little deeper. That is what we need to contemplate. We need to contemplate. We did nothing except I gave you the metaphor, except walking through a garden. Here, garden is the body, and then you have an experience of sensation, comfort, and steadiness. What may be there, negative or positive, whatever it is, to anchor attention in a neutral bodily sensations reduces identification with the mental stories and building patience and non-judgment. In that non-judgment, you experience sensation, comfort, and steadiness. And it is always available to us. We experience sensation, comfort, and steadiness that is always available to us. But if the default mind takes over means it hides sensation, comfort, and steadiness. It is hiding, it is still there. A head to the toes sweep of awareness along the skin of the body. You meet warmth, coolness, tingling, tightness, or emptiness as they are. Someday you'll feel tingling, someday you'll feel tight. Now everything is okay. Why? We are reflecting. This is in a contemplative and reflective meditation. In Buddhism, we have a loving kindness and etc., etc. So sensations are simpler than the stories and easier to stay with. And when you continue to stay with, it gently loosens the grip of your distracted thinking. Why? Because we have already introduced the discernment. Discernment between what? Sensation in the self, clouds in the sky, preparing for a later separation of the seer and the seen. It is such an enjoyable journey that, once you are your mind is fully aware the sky is here and the screen is the clouds is here, the screen is here, the drama is body is constantly whatever is changing is playing the drum. So that is why when you move the mind from the top of the head to the toes, you are engaging the mind in contemplation. You may experience the sensation all around the forehead, eyes, jaw, neck, shoulder, arm, chest, belly, back, hip, legs, feet. You notice the sensation. So you feel not only the sensation, comfort, and steadiness, and sometimes, say for example, you feel unusual sensation, you say this is just another pattern, not a problem. I can stay with the raw experiences without collapsing into narrative. Body becomes a field of learning rather than a field of threat. What I said, attention shifted from, just check it by reflecting. Attention is shifted from story created by the mind, good or bad, high or low, from the story to a sensation. Sensation over sensation, comfort and steadiness. It reduces the suffering and increases the clarity. One more contemplation. I'm taking you to the higher level. What if I feel more anxious when I scan the body? Then anxiety itself become an object of gentle observation. You are still observing, this is not me. Another texture in the garden. Where's the problem? Okay. I just move the mind on the body and I realize I'm more anxious. I'm more anxious. It is a thought associated with a sensation. And let me continue to observe this. Am I supposed to fix that sensation? No. Goal is to notice, name, normalize. Goal is to notice. You observe this is thought of anxiety. Thought is not me. Anxiety is not me. Because whatever I know is not me. Whatever I know is not conscious entity. You notice, you named it. What happens? You don't control it. What happens? You're already separated. The moment you are separated, the seer from the seen, perceiver from the perceived, you are moving into the next step. It can happen any time of the day because your mind is tending inside, and there thought and emotions are clouds. Awareness is the sky. It becomes very clear to us. That is our third step. Huh? That is what I said, is being carefree. Just you find out the meaning of being carefree, free from all the cares. Who cares? Mind cares. Okay, mind. And mind gives me that experience. Mind says you are stressed. Mind says you are happy. Mind says you are relaxed. Mind. Oh, they are all observed. Mind, are you playing drama with me? Thoughts and sensations are visitors, and I am the host. Thought and sensations, or you can say experiences, are visitors, and I am the host. I gave you one example. You have to apply this example to this week to maybe in 100 situations and experiences. What is that example? To separate observer from observed means what? You're no longer the mood, but you know the mood. Knower. You are a knower of the mood. You are in anxiety? No, you are not into anxiety. You are the knower of the anxiety. And stay there just for even 20 seconds or 30 seconds. You are the knower of the anxiety, you are the knower of the mood swing, you are knower of the stress, you are knower of the pain. And knower, pain is different, knower in the mood is different, knower in. What is the cloud? When there is a fusion with the thought, makes every cloud feel like the whole sky. Separation reveals their temporary nature. Whose temporary nature? Of the thought, of feeling, of anxiety, of duality. One of the greatest masses of our Eastern wisdom. Sensation appear, silently note sensation is arising. I'm awareness noticing it. When a thought appears, name it gently, thinking is happening. Here is a thought of X, not me. So I have to ask again and again during the day, am I feeling stressed? Am I thinking? No, thinking is happening. I'm not. Stress. I know. I am the one who knows there is a stress, and stress is separate from me. Anxiety is. I need to contemplate and reflect like this. So, next time, next week, when you write, you have to write like this. Even when you write like this, you will see, oh, I'm the observer. Now, you know what happens? The crazy default reactive mind doubts. What is the doubt? If I'm the observer, am I ignoring my emotions and clarify the one fully acknowledges them but stops being them? I don't want to be. I acknowledge, I separate. You guard against the spiritual. I'm the knower, not the known. That is what we discussed in the very beginning. The experiencer, not the experience. Being carefree means what? It is a freedom from being pushed around by each mental wave, not indifference to life. I'm free from being pushed. So you get a higher level of discernment, and that discernment dissolves the attachment and identification. Experience and experiences are different entities. Where is the goal? Emotional maturity. It can happen. If I'm the observer, will I become detached and cold? That is the doubt. No. Freed from drowning in your own waves, you are more available, clear, and kind. That is known as the compassion. We awaken to the compassion. Let me give a simple example. You are standing in a pool and the water is flowing from one side to the other. You maintain the steadiness, but you feel the recurrent waves of sensations because the current of water is flowing from one direction to the other. You are not getting carried away by the current. You maintain the steadiness. Carefree means free from the compulsive reactivity, not neglect. What happens? The joy returns to you. And in that state, we move to now because mind is fairly clear. And in that clarity, we want to see the peace as the sky, anxiety, stress, duality, whatever changes as clouds. So you have understanding? You stabilize. How you stabilize? May there be happiness for all. Why peace? Happiness. May happiness is the sky. And the other thoughts are the clouds. The wave realizing it is the ocean. It is a kind of an education, Mangalacha. It's a kind of an invocation. I told you invocation is to recognize I am happiness. I am anxiety or I am happiness. I am happiness. I am anxiety is a thought. But when you try to make an effort, when you say, this week is the worst, you are reinforcing that belief in you. And then it gives you a feeling I'm incomplete. But happiness is universal. Anxiety is personal and conditioned. We have to simply recognition. That recognition brings the stability. May there be happiness for all, while sensing the inner space in which thought and sensations move, not disturbing that happiness which is nothing but the sky. Peace is present even when not felt. Happiness is present even when not felt. Anxiety is my story, not my substance. Stress is my story, is not my substance. Happiness is always there. It is present even when I don't feel it. Happiness is the baseline, is the sky. Disturbances, anxiety, duality, and conflict, and my thought process, they all are incidental. Now we have to contemplate to clear the doubt. If happiness is already there, then why to practice? We practice that removes misidentification and mental noise. It is like cleaning a mirror so it can reflect what was already there. You don't produce happiness in the mirror, you just remove the dirt. Can happiness be present even when I feel anxious? Answer is big yes. You have to remove the dirt from this, just as the screen remains untouched by the horror movie. Our awareness remains untouched by the story of anxiety. Feeling is in time. Happiness is your timeless. The sky is timeless. Feeling comes and goes. Feeling comes and goes. And now check that there is inner space. And in that space, now you see that what happens. For example, there is a thought, then there is a space, then there is another thought, then there is a space. I'm explaining, then it is a bird, and then you see the sky, another bird, then you see the sky. Now tell me if there are many sky, how come I say that? How come I say? Because I see the bird and I don't see the sky. Even the sky is there. So now you say, I am anxious or angry. Happiness is there, but I don't see it. I do not see it. How come I told you the mirror example? I told you this. It is there, so it is more a issue of stabilizing. Practice is continuing, commitment is there. And the moment you are where the sky is always there, but I see, because one bird, as if it hides the sky, as if the clouds hides the sky, but the sky is always there. I'm anxious or angry, happiness is there, but I don't see it. Why I don't see it? I forget it. Why I forget it? Sense of incompleteness. I got associated with anxiety and anger. Any thought and feeling, I have to get rid of it. When you get rid of it, you are free. Now we have the last two practices, and this is the third one. Third one, you're missing contemplation, you can pick up. The last week, we did it once of the previous week. So you have to check your contemplation, reflection, all the three set of practices will help you clear the doubt. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Bring your awareness on the right hand, your awareness on the left hand. Lift your both of arms, place it on your eyes. Open the eyes inside, know your experiences. Then bring the hands down. Did you get it?
Yeah, went pretty deep. Yeah, mostly being. A little bit of like becoming, but mostly being.
Wonderful, you got it. So by repetition, repeat listening, you will understand it again and again. And that understanding is a stabilizing factor. And then we can be in the state of mindfulness anytime, anywhere. We are not chasing peace. You are remembering it. You are reminding your mind, I'm already the sky. Anxiety, where are you? Common belief is that the happiness or peace is a reward we must earn by fixing our flaws, achieving success, silencing our thought. We treat ourselves as projects. Once completed, we finally be worthy of calm, but calmness is already there. I forget that. I have to remind that. By metaphor, this constant striving only reinforces the stressful belief that we are fundamentally incomplete, and that is why last week practice did not happen rightly. Happiness is not something you chase. Peace is not something you chase, but something you perceive. Perceive means understanding. Perceive means knowledge. Perceive means cognitive understanding. And that cognitive understanding brings the change. So I have a cognitive understanding happiness is like the sky, it is always with me. Means it is my inherent nature. And then you look at the anxiety from where you have come. It dissolves. It is like you wear the glasses and you forget where you have kept the glasses. And at last you find it, you are already wearing it, you forget. I must fix myself to be peaceful. No, peace is my nature. I have to shift through reminding, through contemplation. This shift is a powerful because it alleviates the burnout that comes from constantly trying to fix yourself. Don't fix yourself. Search for happiness is transformed from a desperate pursuit into a gentle act of recognition. Oh, I already have my glasses on. Even, when I go for a shower, even now, it has been almost a year. I have stopped wearing these glasses. When I go to take the shower, sometimes my hands, goes there. As if, oh, and then I have a big smile. Come on. This is what you are doing. So, mind impulsivity for survival will continue to be there, but you are separate from it. Second point that perhaps you have understood it clearly, you are the sky, not the clouds. You are the sky, not the clouds. My awareness is a fundamental consciousness. This is the vast and open sky. It is constant, it is stable, it is unchanging. My thoughts, my emotions, my sensations are the clouds that drift through it. They come and go, taking on different shapes and colors. But they never affect the sky itself. But when I'm fused with a cloud, the whole world looks grey. And when you recognize yourself as the sky, the clouds come and go without defining you. It doesn't define you. That is the problem. Your anxiety, let me make a statement, don't forget, your anxiety is a practice material. Your stress is a practice material. Your pain is a practice material, it is not an enemy. At least it makes you aware, and through that awareness, you separate and you are done. You are getting into it. No, your anxiety, my anxiety, happiness. I just say it's a practice material. Let me see. Do I still have peace? Happiness is already there. Peace is there. Calmness is there. Heaviness is gone. And it took hardly, I would say, not more than a minute. But if I see the heaviness as my enemy, then I should have sent you the email. Okay, we will take our session next day. I'm not feeling good. How dare mind you say I'm not feeling good when I'm of the nature of peace and happiness? We see it as an enemy to be defeated or flaw to be eliminated. You start chasing, you start contemplation. Contemplation results into perception. Perception results into cognitive understanding. Cognitive understanding helps you realize that I'm already the nature of peace. Okay. You are secondary. You keep on doing this. That resistance is already gone. But if you accept it, that resistance only tightens the knot, creating a draining internal battle. Practice material means they are the teachers to me to rise above instantly. That leads us to understanding what I discussed last session. My master used to say, "O mind, be at peace, this will also pass." Means my struggle is the story. Happiness is my substance. There's a difference between the story and the substance. Mind, you say that I'm into anxiety. Very good. Can you give me 3 benefits of anxiety? Single benefit. When you contemplate like this, your mind now is scared, and it does not. It says, it stops. Whether it's anxiety, fear, or stress are the dramatic plots in a movie. Every day we are playing. They have a beginning, a middle, and end, but they are not the screen. My true nature is peace and happiness, is the screen itself. And it is proven that awareness is not impacted by anxiety. That is why you say, I'm aware of anxiety. That is why you say, I experience stress. That is why you say, I experience pain. But the pain does not enters into awareness. It is independent. It remains free. It is the fundamental substance that remains untouched. No matter how terrible the movie is, movie of your life, how terrible the drama is, how horrible the life today is, our mistake is believing we are not the plot. We are the plot. Cognitive understanding. Anxiety is my story, peace is my substance. Fear is my story, peace is my substance. Because fear has a starting point and a finishing point. That is why it is a story, it is a plot. Behind that, the peace continues. Happiness continues. But I think I made a tremendous effort. I slept for 6 hours, and then I rediscovered peace. No, peace was already there. It was hiding. You lost the very effort you were putting to get the peace in a deep sleep. You cannot make any effort. So that association is broken and you are in peace. So you see, you meet your friend, mentally you say, may there be happiness for me and him. Now, this cognitive contemplation is what I told you. You have written clearly that, my attitude of givingness outweighs amount in the art of giving. We need not to make a grand gestures while making any type of contribution. This can make a service feel inaccessible, reserved for the wealthy or the heroic. Let me earn $1 billion and then I will start donation charity. No, my attitude matters. Let me follow that attitude mentally. For the sake of understanding, the moment I meet any student, I say, my master is manifesting through that student, through that seeker. Why? Master is checking whether I know it or not. So it becomes a play and fun for me. It becomes a joyful coaching. Otherwise, whenever I have to, it's too much of stressful, nothing. Even the money becomes the secondary factor. Because your attitude. It is your attitude, it is not what you offer. I told you the story of 5 rupees. I never knew that at the time of offering. Maybe after 10 years I realized it is attitude. True power of giving lies not in the amount but in the intention. But intention means that I contemplate and reflect. I bring a thought and I feel it. That my master is manifesting through you, and then I am expressing this principle. And you change. Oh, my master blessed me. That brings the life to the next level. Pick up another simple thing. Mind is a tool. Mind is not me. It is just an instrument. And all experiences takes place in the mind. Take an example. Your mind is a smartphone, not the user. Are you reflecting and becoming aware? The smartphone is not the user. It is. Your mind is a smartphone. It is not a user. Use the metaphor of a phone. It receives messages, notifications, and calls. But you are the one holding it. You are not every notification that pops up. I have a choice. I will not pick up. I come and I see and then I disconnect instantly during the session. Mind is a powerful instrument for perception, for memory, for planning. Confusion begins when you mistake this instrument for who you are. Freedom begins when you stand as the user, not the phone. I'm a user. I'm not the phone. Let the phone budge. Let the phone continue to ring. Why should I be excited? And then I look at it and I see, okay, he or she called me, I'll call him. Thought, emotions, and images are functions of the mind, just like apps running on a device. What we learn? This is a thought in my mind, this is a message in my phone. This is a thought in my mind, this is a message in my phone. Okay. This is me creating an inner gap. I don't say this is me. So what happens? It reduces your anxiety, it clears your mind and ability to close app. No, you are full of anxiety. Mind says, okay, I will take care of you. Let me complete this. That is what sometime when we have to avoid messages, that is what we do. Every week you'll be surprised. I don't know, perhaps maybe because of my presence on the LinkedIn. And I know completely what they want. Hey, good morning. I hope I haven't offended you. I checked my phone number carefully and I did mistype 2 digits. I'm truly sorry because she sent me a message. Are you making me fool? If your phone number, if your phone is saved in your, if the number is saved in your phone, you know by which name you have saved it. And you are writing to me, I checked my phone number carefully. And I did mistype the 2 digits. Really? Are you making me fool? But why should I say? And then she writes, no, aren't you Lady Mary? I never write my name. I never say I am Girish. I don't make that mistake. Because the moment I say, oh, then they will say, I met you. Somewhere. We had a great chat and exchanged phone numbers. That was the first message. No, I don't know you, delete my number. I simply persistently write with every response. No. Are you not married? No, I am not. I do not know you, delete my number. I met you somewhere in Seattle. I said, I don't know you, delete my number. So when I'm persistent, they stop. Otherwise, unnecessary problems. This is the way we have to work. Mind sends lot of messages. This is not me. Come on. This is not me. This is not me. Mind says I'm a failure. This is not me. Mind, you want to create a story of a failure? I'm not me. And when you feel like this, you will see life. That is what the observer and observed are separate. You watch soccer? But just an example. A stadium, your thoughts and emotions are players on the field, but you can choose to sit in the stands as a calm and clear observer. Well, where is the problem? Yes, but we need to contemplate and reflect more and more, and then we can reach to that state, and we are reaching. That is